If you want to know which unit is the best in each category in Bannerlord, then you are in the right place. After around 370 hours in game and loads of trial and error and research, I've come up with a list that contains the best of the best unit in infantry, ranged, cavalry, and horse archers. Let's get the easy one out of the way first. The Khuzait Khan's Guard horse archers are the best horse archers in the game. They are the only tier 6 unit as well. Some even argue that it is the best unit in the entire game, and you will see why towards the end of the video, so stick around. The stats are quite impressive, and so is the equipment, especially that they wield the glaive, which is the most dangerous two-handed polearm in the game. And if that's not enough, they have an exceptionally fast and maneuverable horse. With such stats and equipment, we expect nothing short of exceptional from this elite unit, whether in ranged or melee combat. Moving on to ranged. Hands down, the Battanian Fiend Champion is the best ranged unit in the game. There is no other unit that comes close to the quality of this unit. It is equipped with exceptional stats and equipment that will give them the edge in every battle. If you put them side by side with other archers, then you can already see the gap between the Fiend and the other ranged units. To put it simply, if you want to conquer Calradia, then hire the Battanian Fiend Champions. I wonder why the Battanians keep losing in my campaigns though. A lot of you might say, but what about the Valandian Sharpshooter? I get it, the Valandian Sharpshooters are great with crossbows, and they have decent all-around stats and equipment, especially that they wield a shield and sword. However, they're not the best ranged unit in the game, but they do deserve to be our honorable mention for this video. On to the infantry. And this one is quite controversial, mainly because what infantry means to me might not be what infantry means to you. For instance, I prefer shield infantry, whereas you might like shock troops, aka infantry with a two-handed weapon. So before we pick our best infantry unit, here are the considerations I made. When it comes to infantry, I tend to think of them as the meat shield of my army, and therefore they must have a big shield, pack a punch, are good tanks with armor, and could counter cavalry. This is why I ranked the Sturgeon Heavy Spearmen as the top infantry unit in the game. If you put them in a side-by-side comparison with other troops, it becomes clear that they are on par with other troops in terms of stats. However, this infantry unit has a total of 500 armor, which is the highest among all the shield infantry. If that's not enough, then the huge round shield they wield alongside the sword and the spear is enough for me to put them in the lead. This unit, however, lacks throwing weapons, and in my opinion, it is not needed, as mainly your infantry will be tanking projectiles and meat shielding for your army. In fact, I think the lack of throwing weapons is a good thing, because it means less micro when engaging in battle. Before I go into cavalry, I just want you to know that I absolutely hate cavalry units. I mean, the AI is garbage. I strongly encourage you to try to change my mind in the comments section, and if you agree with me, well, you can let me know too. Now that's out of the way, my pick for the best cavalry unit in the game is the Khuzait Khan's Guard. In addition to what we mentioned about them in the beginning of this video, there are two other reasons behind that pick. First, the glaive they wield is more dangerous than the spears on their counterparts. Also, they wield bows, which makes them ranged and melee at the same time, which offers versatility on the battlefield. In fact, if you put them side by side with other cavalry units, then you can see they are on par with the Imperial Cataphract as well as the Valandian Knight. However, they are not the best armored, so tread carefully. So there you have it, the best unit in each category in Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. This has been Host, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.